Greetings once again. It is time to discuss Kung Fu Panda, the third movie, since I briefly ran over the first two. Those were like briefs. This is probably going to be pretty brief too. I have just seen Kung Fu Panda 3 in anticipation for 3. I reviewed 1 and 2 very briefly. Part 3 is a 3D animated feature film in which the director is the same as the one from the second one. The characters are the same as the one from the second one. And some of those people that talked were in the credits that from the class years ago that was doing a thing at a job fair at San Jose State many years ago. Some of them are now producers on this movie and like high up, one or two of them. Yeah, I don't think there was some consternation outside, some rumor that this movie was held back because of the Star Wars movie and they wanted to just release it after that was over. I would say no, actually. I think it just wasn't ready yet. I don't think they held it back because of Star Wars. Or the two Pixar movies. Maybe the Pixar movies more than Star Wars. I would say because there were two Pixar movies that might have held it back. But not Star Wars. No, it's a different thing. It's 20th Century Fox. They wouldn't have been going back to, they wouldn't have, in DreamWorks, they wouldn't have said anything. They would have just done it. Yeah, so Kung Fu Panda 3 is about a new villain comes out of the spirit realm, kind of like, in a sense, a little bit like the Avatar and the Avatar Legend of Korra series. The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. Not the Schleiman version, the cartoons. This is a little bit like that. Poe has become a master now, and he's going to be a teacher. And of course, he fails at being a teacher on his first day. So the teacher guy sends him out to discover himself. He discovers that his adoptive father isn't just his father, but he kind of knew that in the end of the last one. They just wanted to recap. And suddenly, the guy introduced at the very end of the last one shows up in this one as his real father, his biological father. His mother abandoned him in a basket as the bad guys were coming. It's kind of hinted at in the last one. And the father is from the Panda Land, and they instantly become great pals, and they go into the temple, and they go after the armor, the rhino's battle armor, and there's a pee joke in there, and involving the battle armor, and other crazy. There's a testicle joke at one point. One of them gets whacked. Yeah, there's a lot of puerile humor for the young teenage boys that probably watch this and go, oh. But yeah, it's like, yeah, but there isn't too much. There's not too much. It's not like there's like fart jokes every 6 minutes or something. You know, it's okay. It's on a level of it's all right. They go to the Panda Land because they send Poe goes to the Panda Land with his father, with a bird father chasing him. The bison spirit guy is stealing everyone's chi energy, and they're going over there, and he's going to go over there, chi energy, and he's going to like go after them. So eventually, there's this. I'm not going to give it all away, but basically, there's going to be a boss fight, hero and the bad guy, and all that. Things happen because this movie just came out. So. Well, of course, the hero, you know, you figure the hero is going to survive in some way, you know. It's a cartoon for kids with occasionally a ball joke. But yeah, it's the adventure of getting there. That's the story. There's some hilarious new characters kind of introduced in the trailer. The trailer gives a lot away, actually. There's a fan dancer lady that's... does things with ribbon dancer. There's little cute cheruby little baby pandas that do cute things. There's yeah, when you introduce babies, that's the end of it. So it's not his babies, it's someone else's. It's like his cousins or something. And there's a mentally deficient panda in it with messed up teeth. It's kind of messed up. And they imply that they're inbred, which is funny, because all the adults are getting all these jokes. You know, like, well, where are the other ones at? You know, but the kids weren't getting those jokes. But yeah, it was a little more edgy than the other ones. And the bull guy looked like a cross between the Beast from Beauty and the Beast and the boar ox god of ancient Chinese myths or whatever it is. The guy with the big horn, you know, he's in there, and they mentioned the rhino guy, but the rhino doesn't do anything. He's just they mention his armor at one point. Um, that's what that little joke is. Yeah, so yeah, Kung Fu Panda 3 is good. I saw the 3D version. I didn't intend to see the 3D version, but because the 2D version would have been too late, I went to the 3D version. Yeah, so either or, go see it in theaters. Kung Fu Panda 3, yes.